Alright class, we're gonna go over example 10, finding the limit using some algebra and just some special instructions. When we evaluate the limits, if any of them tend to go towards negative infinity or positive infinity, enter double O in the Canvas assignment, two lowercase o letters for the infinity symbol. The assignment will automatically change the double O's to an infinity. If the limit does not exist, then enter uppercase D and E. Alright, so let's begin. So the first problem is asking us to find the limit of 4 over the difference of x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the left side. So it's actually important for us to know whether we're coming from the left or the right. But of course, we should always try to do direct substitution, right? If we do direct substitutions, then you're going to have 4 over 3 minus 3, right? That's going to give us 4 over 0, right? So that's a warning. We need to figure out what this is going to be, right? What this is going to be. So what we're going to do here is going to be determine whether x is less than 3 or bigger than 3. Because x is coming from the left side of 3, that means x is less than 3. And this one is x is growing, coming from the right side, so it's x is greater than 3. So because x is coming from the left side of 3, this number is smaller than 3. So a number smaller, like for example 2.5 minus 3, this will be a negative number. This will be a negative value. Hence, what we're going to get is going to be 4 over 0, right? And this is not an answer, right? But what we remember, what we had is that when we have 4 over 0, we call that undefined. Well, in this class, instead of saying undefined, we're gonna say that whether this actually is going to infinity or negative infinity. So this number is getting closer to 0, right? So it's never going to be 0, but we can think about it as being very close to 0. We can think about what's going to happen if we make a table here. Not a table, but if we think about it, what's going to happen to 4 over a number that's very close to 0. So what happens? 4 over a number that's very close to 0 will be like 0.00001. So what happens is the number is getting actually big, right? But now we said that this number is actually getting it's negative and it's getting close to 0. So we're going to say 4 divided by negative 0.0000001. And that gives us negative 4 to the power of 10. This actually is like negative, 400 million or something, 400 trillion or something. So actually what we're saying is that this number is actually going towards negative infinity, right? It's becoming very, very negative. And then so we'll do the same thing over here, but because x is coming from the right side of 3, that's a very that's greater than 3. So that's going to be a big number. Greater than 3 minus 3 is going to be a positive number. So if you imagine yourself having 4 minus 3, that's going to be a positive 1. So this number is also getting closer to 3. So that number, the difference is going to become very small, like closer to 0. Right, this number is getting close to 0. So if we think about again 4 over 0, right, it's going to be a number that's getting very, very big, large number, right? So it's going to be infinity. Now, because these two are different signs, that means that this does not exist. that does not exist. So in conclusion, right, if you have a number, a constant above, right, over a number that's going to infinity, then this is going to 0. If you have a constant that goes to 0, then this is going to infinity. So either one, like, you change them, right? If you have the infinity under, then this goes to 0. If you have the 0 under, then this goes to infinity, right? So maybe that's gonna be helpful for you guys to remember. Right. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions.